I've had questions about mortgages in Egypt. And this is something I need help from my Egyptian followers because I don't know how mortgages actually work with the bank, because most mortgages are done on a private basis between the developer and the buyer, or a private seller and the buyer. I'm standing here on what's going to be my roof terrace, and I can't even begin to tell you how incredibly fortunate I feel. Could I afford this outright? Absolutely not. I had a budget and I thought, I'm gonna go to Egypt, gonna buy myself something mortgage free, and then I got shown this development and it was everything I could have ever wanted, and I'm like, yeah, no, let's go look at those pages. If you're curious about my development and you want to have the prices, just PM me your name, email, and what's up, and I'll send it over to my developer and they'll send you all the information. So how does it work? Okay, let's say that you have £100,000 to give us a deposit, and then you're gonna finance the other £100,000 for £200,000 property. So you sit down with the developer, and these are numbers I've just pulled out of my head, by the way. Sit down with the developer, and then you take that £100,000, agree on a length, divided by the amount of months, and that is your monthly payment. It does not have interest, which I think is fairly cool stuff. And the reason for that is in Islam, you are not allowed to charge interest. And I'm not sure how the banks do it. So again, if you are Egyptian and you know about this and interest with the banks, put it in the comments. We need to learn from you. But that is generally with the developers or the private sellers, how it works. So what happens if you have all the money in cash? Well, you have a better bargaining chip, more bargaining power. What does that mean? You can bargain the price down. And if you're buying from a private seller and this money is outside of Egypt, you can bargain it down even more. So is it irresponsible for me to buy a property that essentially I couldn't afford and I had to have finance? Well, yes, it is. I've never claimed to be the responsible type. So I will pay handsomely for the next 3 years. It's going to take over and possibly ruin my life. But in 3 years' time, I'm going to have a paid off property and I'm going to wake up to this view. And that is, for me, a dream come true. Something that I never thought I could actually do in my life. And Egypt has given this to me, which is why I'm so grateful to Egypt.